Hey, you, and welcome to the deep dive. Let's be real, trying to keep up with everything in trucking. It feels like juggling chainsaws sometimes, right?
Yeah, exactly. New rules, roads changing constantly, industry buzz. It's a lot.
It really is overwhelming. So that's where we come in. We wade through all that noise to find the stuff that actually matters to you on the road.
Think of us as uh, helping you filter it all. We've got a pile of recent trucking news here. We're going to break it down, make it make sense.
And look at it from different angles, like Hervey from Life, as a trucker always says, see the whole picture.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Connect it to your daily grind. The goal isn't just spitting facts. It's making sure you feel, well, respected and armed with good info.
Couldn't have said it better.
All right.
So today we've got some pretty important stuff lined up.
We do. We're going to look at a big safety award, like what's really behind the trophy for you.
Uh-huh. And some road closures coming up, how to maybe navigate that smarter.
Yeah, and a really important awareness campaign where you, the drivers, play a huge part.
We'll also track how freight's moving differently across North America these days.
Oh yeah, it's a big one. Plus a vehicle recall you definitely need a heads up on.
And even dip into some potential political stuff that could change the roads you drive on. Okay, let's get into it.
All right, first up, safety recognition. The ATA's President's Trophy. Sounds pretty fancy, right?
It does. It's their top safety honor. Now, I know some drivers might just roll their eyes at another award, you
You
know.
totally get that skepticism. But this one, it does have some substance.
So this year it went to Bulkmatic. They do bulk trucking, real logistics.
And hauling bulk, that's got its own unique headaches, doesn't it? Load shifts, tricky handling.
Oh, absolutely. So for them to nab the top safety award, it really makes you think, okay, what are they doing right?
Well, the criteria, it's not just paperwork. They look at the driver training, like
Yeah.
real training.
Practical stuff.
Yeah, and preventative maintenance, obviously.
Yeah.
Management that actually walks the talk on safety.
Right. Top-down commitment.
Yeah. And supporting drivers. And of course, their accident record needs to be solid. Bulkmatic seems to have nailed it, especially considering the challenges of bulk.
Sound like it's about building a real safety culture, not just rules. Empowering drivers, listening to their feedback.
Uh-huh. Using technology to help, too. It suggests they see drivers as, like, key partners in safety, not just assets.
Yeah, not liabilities. So, okay, for you driving out there, why does an award like this matter?
Well, fundamentally, if a company truly prioritizes safety, it means less risk for you on the job. Probably less pressure to cut corners.
Right. Maybe better schedules, too. Less of those risky, tight dispatches. Could mean better work-life balance, possibly.
Could be. And think about the company's reputation. A safer company often gets better freight, which means more job security for you.
And a peace of mind for your family, knowing your company's got your back safety-wise.
Definitely. Now, sure, some folks might say, I'll believe it when I see it, and that's fair, until a safety issue hits close to home.
Yeah, it can feel abstract. But these awards often point to systems designed to prevent those issues.
And industry-wide. When a company like Bulkmatic gets this spotlight, maybe it nudges competitors, pushes them to improve their own safety game.
Could be. Might even affect insurance rates, make compliance easier for the good actors, attract better drivers, too.
It challenges that old, frankly dangerous mindset of safety first, unless it slows me down.
Exactly. So yeah, it's more than just a trophy. It signals a move towards valuing drivers and making safety central.
That's a good thing.
Definitely a positive trend. Okay, let's switch gears. Road construction. The bane of every driver's existence, right?
Tell me about it. So, if you run through Michigan, heads up, I-96 and Lansing Road interchange in Eaton County. Big project kicking off May 7th.
And they're calling it Michigan's road construction season. This sounds serious.
It is. It's a full rebuild, not just patching. So expect lane reductions on I-96 both ways near Lansing Road.
Okay, lane reductions are one thing, but ramp closures, that's where it gets tricky. Exactly. Intermittent and extended ramp closures to and from Lansing Road, plus, the potential for surprise night and weekend work. Fun times.
Ugh. And that area sees a lot of truck traffic, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Heavy trucks. So narrowed lanes, confusing merges, maybe detours that aren't exactly big rig friendly.
Yeah.
It's going to be challenging.
And that lost drive time.
Yeah.
It hits you right in the wallet, doesn't it? Plus HOS issues.
Directly. Lost income, HOS headaches. If you do local stuff there, it adds a whole new layer of complexity.
And let's not forget safety. Construction zones mean higher risk. Narrow lanes, other drivers may be distracted.
Yeah, gotta have your head on a swivel even more than usual. Requires extra courtesy, extra caution from everyone.
So how's the industry prepping? What are drivers doing?
Well, definitely relying on those truck mode routing apps, trying to get ahead of it.
That's smart. Hopefully, dispatchers are on the ball too, adjusting routes, giving drivers fair warning about delays.
Yeah, communication is key there. And you see drivers helping each other out too. Online groups, the CB, sharing real-time info.
That camaraderie is fantastic. Hey, avoid this detour. This road is actually clear. That stuff is gold.
Absolutely. Trucker solidarity in action.
So, the bottom line for I-96 Lansing Road after May 7th.
Plan ahead, seriously. Avoid wasted hours, missed appointments, getting stuck on bad detours, and most importantly, stay safe.
Check MDOT updates, talk to dispatch, adjust schedules if you can.
And keep sharing that info with fellow drivers. Help each other out.
Good advice. Okay, shifting focus again, something really critical. Human trafficking.
Yeah, this is important. The RTD in Denver, the Transit District, is running an awareness campaign this May. They've partnered with Truckers Against Trafficking TAT and local groups.
And it's a reminder, this isn't just a city problem or a border problem. It happens everywhere, including truck stops, rest areas, places you are every day.
Right. The campaign uses buses, trains, stations, social media, trying to get the word out widely in May.
And it highlights why you, as truckers, are so uniquely positioned to help. You're the eyes and ears out there.
You see things others don't. You're in those key locations.
Exactly. Someone who looks scared, controlled, never alone. TAP provides excellent training on what signs to look for.
And how to report it safely. That's crucial. It's not about putting yourself at risk.
No, absolutely not. It's about safe reporting. And these partnerships, like in Denver, they strengthen the whole network. Better info for law enforcement, better support for survivors.
And let's be clear, this isn't snitching. This is about potentially saving someone's life, a human being.
Absolutely. And think about perception. Campaigns like this can help show the public that truckers aren't just moving freight, you're guardians on the road, protectors.
Yeah, shifting that narrative. For a victim, seeing a trucker might represent hope, a chance.
Law enforcement sees trained truckers as invaluable allies, gives them more reach.
The public gets a new appreciation, too. And the industry has really stepped up with TAT, hasn't it?
Massively. Thousands of drivers trained. Tips leading to actual arrests and rescues. Many companies mandate the training now.
It seems like a lot of drivers feel a real personal connection to this issue, wanting to help.
It leverages skills you already have. That situational awareness, scanning your surroundings, just extending it slightly.
So the message is, get the training if you haven't. It's free from TAT.
Takes a little time, could make an enormous difference. You're already heroes hauling the goods. This is another way to be a hero.
Definitely powerful stuff. Okay, let's talk freight dynamics. Big shifts happening, especially involving Mexico.
Yeah, we're seeing a real surge in intermodal freight moving through Mexico. It seems driven at least partly by concerns over potential U.S. tariffs down the road.
Like under President Trump starting in 2025, shippers are hedging their bets.
Seems like it. They're looking for cost-effective ways to get goods close to the U.S. market, and Mexico is, well, right there.
So more goods landing at Mexican ports like Manzanillo or Guadalajara on the West Coast?
Right. And then using rail for the long haul within Mexico and trucks for the shorter legs, maybe crossing the border. It's cheaper for long distances.
Schneider National mentioned big growth in their Mexican intermodal operations, so it's definitely happening.
It is. And this could mean changes for different drivers. U.S. OTR drivers doing those classic West Coast to Midwest East Coast runs.
Might see less of that specific freight if it's moving rail through Mexico instead.
Potentially, yeah. But maybe more drayage work from U.S. rail yards near the border, or more regional hauls originating from there.
Okay. And for Mexican drivers or those doing cross-border runs?
Likely more opportunities for them. Hauling from ports to rail, doing the cross-border piece, could boost the Mexican trucking industry. Competition, but also collaboration.
And for U.S. owner-operators, what's the takeaway?
Keep an eye on spot rates for those traditional long hauls, maybe. But look for opportunities in regional contracts, cross-border partnerships. Adaptability is key.
So the industry is reacting, building partnerships, new facilities.
Oh, yeah. Carriers are expanding intermodal. Logistics companies are partnering with railroads like CPKC for smooth North American routes. New facilities popping up near Mexican rail hubs. Mexico's investing, too.
So for U.S. truckers, the message is be adaptable.
Pretty much. Opportunities might shift towards regional, cross-border, port, and rail work. Sticking only to the old long-haul patterns might get tougher.
Maybe learn about cross-border stuff. Connect with brokers handling that freight. Keep tabs on growing hubs.
Exactly. Diversifying your knowledge, maybe even your skills. could be really valuable right now. Think about using downtime for that, maybe exploring those online income streams we talked about.
Good point. Okay, let's pivot to a vehicle recall. This one's from International.
Yes, affecting certain 2025 and 2026 models, HV, HX, LT, MV, and RH. It's about the wipers.
Wipers. Seems minor, but I bet it's not.
Definitely not minor when you need them. The issue is the linkage connecting the right side wiper arm to the motor. It can separate.
So the passenger side wiper just stops working.
Exactly. And suddenly your visibility on that side is drastically reduced. Think
Wow.
heavy rain, snow, road spray.
Yeah, that's dangerous. Hugely dangerous. Could get you a violation too, right?
Absolutely. Major safety hazard, potential DOT citations, especially bad if you're on a long haul, miles from anywhere. The problem seems to be a specific ball and socket joint that wasn't secured properly during assembly on some trucks.
Okay, so what's the fix? Is International on it?
Yeah, the good news is they caught it relatively early, issued the recall. The repair is free, under warranty. Better to fix it now than have it fail in a storm.
For sure. But the downside is downtime, right?
Yeah.
Getting it scheduled, maybe parts availability.
Yep, downtime for repairs.
Yeah.
And the risk that some drivers just aren't aware of the recall yet and are driving with this potential issue.
So International is notifying owners and fleets.
They are. If you drive one of these models or manage them, you need to check your VINs against the recall notice. Get those repairs scheduled ASAP.
Spread the word too. Let other drivers know. Inspectors might be looking out for this now.
Definitely. Bottom line, don't brush this off as just a wiper. Visibility is critical. Get it checked, get it fixed, protect yourself, protect others.
Absolutely. Okay, one last topic. This one's about how roads get planned, potentially changing in Louisiana. Politics meeting pavement, basically.
Yeah, there's a bill proposed that could shift a lot of power over highway planning away from the DOTD engineers.
The Department of Transportation and Development.
Right. And give more control to the governor's office.
So political priorities could start weighing more heavily than, say, engineering data on traffic flow or road conditions.
That's the potential shift, yeah. The governor would have more say in which projects get greenlit. The DOTD might become more about just implementing those decisions.
So it's that classic tension, data-driven need versus maybe political expediency or election cycle.
That's the core debate. Proponents might say it allows for faster decisions, maybe better coordination in emergencies, more accountability since the governor's elected.
Makes sense. What are the critics worried about?
Concerns about political favors influencing project choices. Maybe overlooking crucial freight corridors if they aren't in politically favored areas. Lack of deep engineering input at the decision stage. Transparency worries too.
And how's the trucking industry reacting? Divided.
Likely a mix. Some might hope it fast-tracks projects they want. Others might worry essential routes get ignored for flashier, more politically popular ones. You know how wary experienced drivers can be of political promises about efficiency?
Yeah, fair point. So trucking associations are watching this closely.
Oh, absolutely. They know if key freight routes get deprioritized, it means more reroutes, higher costs, tighter schedules for you.
So for truckers in or going through Louisiana, this is something to keep an eye on.
Definitely. It could be a double-edged sword,
Right.
maybe faster work sometimes, but also the risk that your critical routes get pushed down the list due to politics.
Underscores why truckers need to stay informed and maybe make their voices heard on this stuff. It directly impacts your job.
For sure. Okay, so that brings us toward the end of this deep dive. We've covered quite a range.
Yeah, from safety awards and construction headaches,
To your role fighting trafficking, the changing freight map with Mexico.
that important wiper recall, and now potential political shifts affecting roads.
And hopefully, you see how these different threads connect back to your world, your daily experience.
We tried to lay it out clearly, show those different perspectives like Hervey advises, and really connect the dots for you.
And remember that idea of managing your time, not just for the load, but for you. Maybe using downtime to learn, explore those side hustles or online opportunities.
Yeah, investing in yourself. Yeah, you can check out resources like lifesitrucker.com, truckersidehustle.com, retirefromtrucking.com for ideas there too.
Ultimately, you guys are the engine of the whole thing. Staying informed is crucial.
Absolutely. Know your value goes way beyond the cargo. Take care out there, drive safe, and thanks for tuning in. We appreciate you.